Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about why high school is overrated. Now, I feel like this is a big topic for a lot of people because there's people that hated their high school year and then there's people that loved it and it was the best time of their life. But that was not the case for, probably a lot of people, including myself. So, this is for all the people that are either in high school barely or haven't started and are going to high school. Or it could be for people that already graduated, like myself. If you want to hear how my year was. I'm not going to get into so much detail just because I don't want to get into so much detail. But I'm going to cover a lot of good parts as to why high school is so overrated. So the first reason is I just feel like, after you get into middle school, like for me, middle school was better than high school. But in my defense, I did have to move, so I was not able to go to the same high school as all of my friends did. So, me being in a different high school with people that I've never met before, I've never met anybody there. It was definitely awkward for me, and I'm not one to just start making conversations with a bunch of people that I've never even met before. So, like, I couldn't even make conversations, which was really awkward. So, when I first got to high school, I didn't really know where to go, didn't know anyone, and the bullying was a little bit much. A lot of the bullying for me was because of my race. If you guys don't know, I am a lot of African American, but then I also have French and Puerto Rican in me. But obviously, I look more black. So, at school, especially high school, it was bad. I've been told worse than the N word. And that was just like a little tiny snippet of how my high school was. And I feel like I was an outcast because everybody had already had their connections, everybody had already had their friends that they've known since elementary and middle school. And then here, this girl that's never even been to the state and never been to any of the schools that these people went to, and she's just looking around trying to find friends, but ain't nobody know her, like nobody knows her. So I feel like for me, I was just, kind of sticking out like a sore thumb. I kind of was just there. I didn't really feel like I was welcomed. I was never welcomed when I first got to school, and I just felt like I was just there. Like I just kind of existed. I kind of just felt invisible. I feel like my biggest thing for me in high school was I felt so invisible even when I was there. And even when I started to make friends, I still felt invisible. I still felt like I didn't belong. I felt like, I I didn't belong. I really do felt like I didn't belong, and I think it was so sad because moving away from my actual friends that I have a connection with, it definitely took a lot in me to come to terms with it. I mean, I've been here for 4 years and I'm just starting to get the hang of it and just starting to accept it. That's how long it took me. I definitely took it hard. I did not take it well because being here is not really the happiest for me. I'm definitely not. Some people, if you, had a good high school, congratulations. But 99% of people don't. So, yeah, just remember that. But for me, I would say middle school was better than high school, and that is for so many reasons. Reason number one, I did so much fun things with my friends. And even without my friends, I just did so many fun things and like going down to the beach and just, experiencing life for real. I just experienced everything. And, coming here, having no friends, really not experiencing anything, I feel like I've already done everything with the family, so I kind of am just like, okay, what else? What next? I don't know. I don't know what next. So it was just, my high school year was boring, sad, alone, invisible, felt like I didn't belong. And with middle school, it wasn't like that. I did have bullies here and there, but I had my girls with me, so like I was fine with it. Being bullied here, not having any friends, it's harder because now you got to deal with it on your own. But I guess that's how life works. But I figured I would just come out here and tell you guys why high school's overrated. Because I feel like, everybody's excited to get to high school, and then when they get to high school, they're let down. And I feel like that's a big common thing. I feel like a lot of people, like, don't expect to just have the best year of your life in high school. Don't expect that. If you end up having the best day of your life in high school, congratulations. Like, that is so good. People get there and are so let down. Even if you have your friends with you, you can still be let down. Your friends in high school are what makes it tolerable. So just, keep in mind that high school might not be the best year of your life. So just keep that in mind. I think everybody should keep that in mind, that high school is not going to be what everybody makes it out to be. I'm sure college might be better. Everybody tells me that college is better, and me going to college very, 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 very soon, I would hope that they're right. So yeah, that's all I wanted to come out here and say. I hope you guys enjoyed this little yap session rant. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe and comment down below, and I'll see you on the next video.